Hello. We're in the kitchen for a video, which I don't know if anyone is going to see this because of the YouTube algorithm, but we're going to do it anyway because I'm going to be looking at some parts. We have here some Fender vintage style tuners, but these ones are locking, and I've not seen anybody talk about these. And the reason I got them is because I got this here guitar. It's an Ed O'Brien Sustainer Strat. It's a signature one from the guy from Radiohead, and one of the tuners is a little bit wobbly, and so I decided to replace it. And I thought, well, rather than spend, I don't know, 50, 60 pounds on a set of vintage style tuners that I could just drop in, I only need to replace one. Fender, why don't you sell them singularly? Because it'd be cheaper. I thought, well, why don't we just try these? And these are the locking ones, and see what they're like, because I've not seen anybody talk about them. They're a little bit more expensive. Ping. They're a little bit more expensive than the standard vintage style tuners. Again, prices, check out where you are, but they're about £30 more than the regular version. So what we're going to do is we're going to do an unboxing as part of this video, and then I'm going to remove all the old ones and drop these ones in. Hopefully they should just drop in without me having to replace all the bushings and whatnot. It's just a matter of, just dropping them in as if nothing had happened. No, modifications required. So yeah, now Darren's going to set up his other tripod for the unboxing. See, it's like magic. We'll edit it all in. It'll be like magic. You'll be amazed. So here we have the Fender locking tuners. Here they are themselves. As you can see, get a good look at the barcode. If it focuses, it probably doesn't. It focuses rather crap on this camera, on this lens. But yeah, it's it comes with some instructions which are easy to follow. They're Gotoh Magnum Lock tuners, which is interesting. Even though that they're Fender branded, these are actually Gotoh tuners. And there's even instructions in Japanese for you to follow if you need them. And there's some screws as well. So you get the screws, you get the bushings, and of course the tuners themselves. And again, waiting for the camera to autofocus, and it won't. Try and get you a look at it. Look at the tuning. There we go. As you can see, the tuning part just unscrews. The idea is that, well, you'll see you unscrew it, feed the string through, and then tighten it up, and that locks the string in place. So I'm just loosening the strings on my guitar because I don't want to put a new set on. I only put these strings on about a fortnight ago, and that's when I discovered that one of the original tuners had was faulty. It was just kind of slipping. So I thought, well, instead of buying the same, let's do an upgrade. And that's how I got turned on to these locking tuners. I'd never seen them before. I'd only ever seen the modern style ones. So yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to reuse these strings. I'm just going to quickly get through this. Again, I should have maybe sped this footage up. I don't know. But yeah, I don't want to waste a whole new packet of strings when I can reuse the strings that I've got. And these are, in case if you don't know, they're Ernie Ball Super Slinky, which is my brand of choice. My brand of choice for those who want to know about these things. So what we're going to do is now just flip over the guitar so I can remove the existing tuners. As you can see, this is a 2022 Fender Ed O'Brien Stratocaster. Got me electric screwdriver out, and again it's just going to be a fairly simple process of removing these, and they just pop out quite easily. The hardest thing about this is to do it with a camera in the way, and so yeah, as you can see, the tuner just pulls straight out, and it fits rather snugly into the bushing that's already pushed into the hole. And as you can see, here's the difference. So the regular one is on the left, and the new lock-in tuner is on the right. There's no real cosmetic difference to them. They look almost exactly the same. And as you can see, fits perfectly. Don't need to remove the existing bushing. It's just going to be a matter of taking these old ones out and dropping the new ones in. So yeah, it's going to be a really quick job. It's not going to take very long at all. You just got to put up with me trying to find the screws. Again, I'm quite a distance away from the guitar because I've got the camera in. My arms are going around the camera to do this. So I don't know how other YouTubers put up with this nonsense. It's far too fiddly to deal with. I was going to use my my phone to video this, but it decided not to do video. So I used the big camera, and it's made this even more difficult. And so yeah, here we go. So we've got those old tuners out. We just put them to one side, and we'll just simply drop the new ones in. And again, it's an easy job. They all just drop in and line up. So out they come, out the box, straight in. And we don't have to use those bushings that come with them. We can just use our old ones. Again, this is useful for when I come to sell on the tuners, because I'll list the old ones on eBay and make a note of their faults. So keep your eye out for those. Very handy if you want a couple of tuners that for spares. And now I've just got the unenviable job of trying to get the tiny screws back in the holes and being quite far away. Trying to do this over the top of the camera. This is not an easy job. This is not an easy job at all. Quite fiddly. I wish I'd used my other screwdriver, which has a magnetic tip on it, so you don't have screws flying all over the place. But yeah, so it's as easy as that. And again, I'm sure you younger folk with better eyesight will do this in no time at all. So there you go. It's going to be interesting to see how these new tuners work, though, because I've not used this kind before. I've used a number of other lock-in tuners. I'm familiar with some other brands and other designs. Ones that usually have the lock-in shaft at the back, and Gotoh ones which have the lock-in nut at the top that screws in. This is kind of a version of that, but instead of you having to tighten up the lock-in nut, it auto tightens when you engage the tuning peg, which this is again from the instructions, which should be quite interesting to see how effective that is. Now we've just got the last screw to go in, and there it goes. Like I said, didn't take hardly any time at all to do. And now we're going to flip the guitar over, and there should be a nice wash transition there, a nice wipe transition. And now we're going to loosen these new lock-in. It's like a little nut on the top there. See that there? That loosens, and you push the string through. Again, fingers in the way. You can't see it getting through there. Okay, of course it's a little bit jammy because there's a bit of a kink in the string because I'm reusing it. Here we go. I've straightened it this time. It is a fiddly job because the holes that you're guiding the string through are very small, and again, for the larger gauge string, you need to have the nut disengaged so you've got full clearance for the thick string to go through. You don't need it to be loosened so much on the slimmer, thinner gauges of string. Now you just tighten, and so as you tighten, it grips the string and locks it in, and it's as easy as that. Again, I should have been using my winder because it would have been quicker. But yeah, it just grabs the string, and it's it's as easy as that. So you don't have to tighten it up yourself. It does it. It's self-tightening, which I think is pretty clever. Not seen that before, in a lock-in tuner. So yeah, we'll do it again with this one again. Not a lot to see, it's just me trying to straighten the string out because I'm reusing old strings. And what we'll do is we'll speed it up a bit, there we go, because it's boring, and as you can see it locks. Now imagine I've done the rest of the strings. We'll fast forward to the very last one because I've done the rest, and it's just a matter of tightening it up. So yeah, it's as easy as that. So yeah, it's as easy as that. Now, of course, if you're using new strings rather than ones that have already been, put on a guitar, you wouldn't have all these curly bits that want to resist you as you're trying to put it through the little eyelets that you're using here. But yeah, I think even if you had newer strings, it'd be even quicker. So yeah, a really quick and easy process to install and string up. So that's it. Those are the new lock-in tuners. They drop straight in to any Fender vintage style tuning bushing. Just drop in. It's an easy upgrade. It's an upgrade that, well, anyone could do, and really easy to manage. Again, my initial impressions, from just tuning up, is a lot more stable than regular vintage style tuners, because when you do the stretch test, it can take a few stretches, maybe for me 4 or 5 stretches before tuning settles down. In this, it was literally 2 stretches, and they were stable. So yeah, a really cool upgrade if your tuners are on the fritz. Again, a bit expensive. I think it's a really clever mechanism because you just loosen the lock enough to get the string through, and then you just tighten, and it tightens itself. It's self-tightening, which is good. The only tiny little fly in the ointment is very small. It's all a bit small, and if your eyes are on the fritz like mine, my eyes are a little bit not as good as they used to be. Too proud to wear my glasses, you see. It could be a bit fiddly. It didn't help that these weren't new strings, because I'd only just put this set of strings on about a fortnight ago, and that's when I discovered that the tuning peg was kind of loose. It was slacking. The only way I could tighten it up was with a screwdriver. Go figure. That's why I decided to get these in. But it would be a lot easier, obviously, if you got a fresh set of strings and then they're all curly and want to pop out and poke you in the eye. So yeah, that was me doing. Hopefully, I've edited all that footage together expertly, and you wouldn't see the bit where my mobile phone, which I was trying to use, ended up just stopped working, because Apple iPhone, it does that, and you didn't. It's the magic of YouTube. Hopefully this I've managed to edit this all together expertly, and you didn't see the join, and hopefully this has been informative and somewhat fun. So yeah, that was the Fender vintage style locking tuner, though they are Gotoh. If you look at the instructions, they are Gotoh. They're actually Gotoh made, but Fender branded. You know, it's okay. So maybe you might be able to find similar Gotoh style tuning pegs, tuning winders, under their banner. Might be cheaper. I don't know. I've not looked into it. I didn't know that until I'd opened them up. Like I said, I tried to do some research into these before I bought them, but there didn't seem to be any videos out there. Maybe again the algorithm was against me, and hopefully this will be helpful for you. So here I am. These are the new tuners, and again it's literally a 10-minute job, even quicker if your eyesight is good. You just take out your old ones and drop in the new ones. You don't need to remove the bushings or anything. It's the same size and style bushings. Yep, they look good, and yeah, it's as easy as that. Hopefully this was useful. Please, and what you need to do. And there'll be another video along soon. My name's been Darren Lock. This has been Fender vintage style locking tuners installation video. Ooh, and that's it. Thank you. Ta-ta.